Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Today we're doing a full moon reading. So tomorrow, July 13th, is the full moon in Capricorn. So we're going to check in with that energy, see what the full moon is bringing up, how we can use the energy, see if there's any advice from spirit, and all that jazz. Whoa, already one come out. Okay, so we have Judgment and the Four of Wands. So Judgment is about redemption. You know, this energy has been surrounding me at least a lot lately, so this can have multiple meanings, but for me, it's redemption. So we're redeeming something. Or this full moon is bringing about a time for redemption. And this makes sense. So the Four of Wands can be about stability, also celebration. You see how they're celebrating, but behind them, they're celebrating this union, this new stable home that they've created, or that they are creating. So it's a full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn's an earth sign, and they're very grounded, stable. You know, all earth signs are usually pretty grounded and stable. So it feels like it's giving us the opportunity to take a look at our physical surroundings and seeing what do we want to change? What isn't working? What's unstable? What can we solidify? Okay, we'll take that one for those two. So we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I don't know why Sagittarius keeps coming up. I keep thinking it's the full moon. I want to say Sagittarius, but that's not correct. I don't know why. Capricorn and Sagittarius share a cusp, so it could be something having to do with that. I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, that's coming up. Sagittarius. So, but she looks very carefree. I'm feeling very like carefree, celebrating, you know, again with these women, and you know, freedom too. Like this is like freeing yourself. Where can you free yourself in order to, it sounds like a paradox. Where can you free yourself in your life to get more, to allow yourself more stability, right? It seems a little contradictory. Then we also have the Fool, which is taking leap of faith. And I'm noticing the very similar colors in these two cards. And then I was noticing the similarities in these cards. So just how like all these women just seem very carefree. The colors, you know, the pink and the purple and the orange. And then, you know, the blues and greens here. And again, like this, the Fool is a very free-spirited card. It's where can I let go so that I can, it's something about letting go, relinquishing control too. I kind of am feeling that, which I want to use this deck to clarify. Relinquishing control. You know, Capricorn can be a bit, because it's an earth sign, sometimes controlling. It's also known as the Devil card in the tarot. So again, that can be about control, or a false sense of control that we seem to think we have. You know, there's a lot coming through right now. I'm trying to like get it all out and not repeat myself too much. So redemption, what are we redeeming? What are we getting back? You know, it could be something like you feel like is owed to you, and not in an entitled sense, but basically it's like karmic payouts. I've experienced a lot of this in my life, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, a lot of bad luck, whatever it is you think that it is you've experienced. And it's like, I'm redeeming, so we have the stability card, right? Or the union card, the celebration card. Maybe you haven't been able to feel fully stable in your life because of circumstances, because of the way you were brought up, because of a lot of different things. It's saying that we're redeeming that now. It's a time for us to feel stable, to be able to be ourselves and be carefree and be free-spirited, and there still be stability there for us, right? So maybe in the past that could also just be a cultural and a social thing too, is people tend to think like people who are free-spirited or who have this kind of like risk-taking energy aren't stable, aren't grounded, make really poor choices, that kind of thing. So we're seeing how we can be both free-spirited and relinquish control, and when we do that, and when I say relinquish control, it's more so leaving it up to the universe to your connection with God or spirit or goddess, whoever it is that you, your higher power basically, and knowing that you're going in that direction that's going to provide you more stability, but it's first through letting go. It's not through control. And again, it feels very paradoxical lesson that we're learning. It's like, okay, I thought that the way that I was going to get stability was by trying to control things and trying to hold on to things and trying to force things to happen in a way, right? That makes us feel like stable and secure, but we're learning that that's not actually it. And it's more about the more I let go, the more I surrender, the more I allow, the freer you feel. And then you realize that the stability comes through that experience. I hope this is making sense. So we have the Queen of Swords, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy, but it doesn't have to be. But this is someone who's very blunt and to the point, and she communicates. She's not afraid to speak her truth. She knows what her truth is. She's very logical. And then we also have the Six of Wands, which is about victory, public recognition, not being afraid to speak your truth and live in your truth. And with the victory card, the public recognition card, it's almost like you don't really care about the consequences. And that's also a paradox, is like, you may be afraid of living in your truth and just, and you're very aware that it could be going against the masses. But when we care about what other people think, that doesn't provide us the freedom. But when you don't care, it is, like I said, it's another paradox where it's like, I'm just going to speak my truth, live my truth, and not really care about the consequences. And that then gets you the recognition that you deserve, that you desire, that you're redeeming. Is like, you're getting recognized for being fully authentic rather than trying to dim yourself down. I mean, maybe dumb yourself down. I don't know. Dim yourself down, play small and people please and try to be like everyone else. So again, it's like a paradox. We're realizing, okay, I've been doing it this way, my entire life, and I know that I can't do that anymore. So I'm surrendering, I'm letting go, I'm being myself, and that's what's going to then bring in everything that you've always desired to get through the other approaches that you were trying to do, through the false sense of control, through the caring what other people think, that kind of thing. So we have the Six of Swords, which is about moving on. And again, it's about letting go. It's about it's like peaceful surrender. You're peacefully surrendering all these negative thoughts. And the Nine of Pentacles, just about who you are. This to me is about who you are, the life you're living, the life you're building. And what brings you stability, what makes you feel happy. The Queen of Cups, so 2 queens out. So there's a lot of feminine energy. But this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be that energy. It's just someone who's emotionally receptive and in touch with her emotions. And again, look, she's very much in a surrender. Like, I'm just giving it up to spirit. I'm sitting and I'm feeling into the best thing that's for me. I'm not considering what other people are telling me. I'm just feeling into what's best for me. Oh, okay, this one wants to come out. And the King of Pentacles. So now we have some masculine energy. So this could be, this, again, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it's the Capricorn. It could represent the Capricorn energy of the full moon. I kind of feel like that's what it is. This like stability. This is the stability I'm talking about. So it could be a person that you're calling in, whether it's a business partnership, because, it's Pentacles, so that could be money, business partnership, or a job, a boss, or it could be a love relationship as well. Here we have Capricorn. We have the Devil. And the Emperor, very powerful masculine energy. It could be father energy as well. Letting go of, any patriarchal conditioning or father, anything we learned from our father, how to love, how to do business, whatever it is. So the Devil, it is Capricorn, but it's addictions, vices, things we feel bound to. It's not necessarily always the best things for us, but it could also just be very, sometimes we develop habits, it's codependencies. So we develop habits that we're codependent upon certain things or people or just relationships in general. Habits, I think I said that. It feels to me more like a habit of controlling. It feels like the controlling energy. We're really relinquishing control. Because this can be very much about control as well. He's in charge. He's the boss. He's the father of the house, you know? I really want to get more about that though, because we have a lot of strong feminine energy and a lot of strong masculine energy. But the masculine energy seems to be associated with the devil energy, which is the codependencies. The Hermit. So we have more Earth. This is Virgo, but it's about going inward, seeking solitude, reflection. We're getting very clear on how we feel about something. Death, rebirth. So we have Scorpio. This is a rebirth. I love that this card says rebirth on it, because people see death and then they think it's just like, we kind of get afraid of, it's just death, but it's about rebirth. It's about transformation. You know, and I love this image on this card too, because it's like seeing into the future. Is through death is the portal to the future, is what I feel. And we have the Five of Swords. Again, this is like mental conflict, feeling stressed. I just always look at this card and I can just feel his energy with just his face, and him holding his head like he has a headache. It's like, stop talking to me. Let's get some more. What are we trying to say here, Spirit? What can we... The Knight of Wands, and again, the Five of Swords. Jeez. Okay, so the Five of Swords is definitely, I think, part of the devil energy, that control, that I feel like it's wanting to control how people view you or see you, which we really have no control over no matter what we do. So you might as well just act the way you're going to act, as long as it's, you know, you just being yourself and you're not being destructive or, you know, intentionally mean and fucked up and like an asshole. Like, as long as you're just being yourself and you're being true to yourself, you might as well just act the way you're going to act, because people will view you a certain way anyway. We have zero control over how people see us, view us. I really get that that's the biggest thing that you're working through, is not caring. This is, the Knight of Wands can be about like something passionate and fiery, and it's like coming in very quickly, and it could be burning out just as quickly. I think you're realizing you're like, I don't want that. Okay. I'm trying to get the words out. My brain is moving faster than my mouth. Okay. You're realizing how quickly that these negative thoughts or stories that you have about other people, or what you're afraid other people think of you, is burning out so quickly. It's like you're not, when you don't give in to them, when you don't allow them to stick around, and you don't, and it's because you're going inward and you're reflecting on it. Like when those things come up, like the stories that you have about yourself, other people that are negative and make you feel shitty, you're like, okay, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this? Why am I thinking this? And then the transformation part, the rebirth, is like, okay, I'm just letting it go. I'm just going to let it. It's like when a child has a tantrum, right? Most people, we don't want to sit and try to we just kind of have to wait for them to ride it out, right? Let them get their emotions out, let it go through, and then they're like completely fine. If we just let them express themselves, as long as they're not being destructive towards other people or themselves, the healthiest thing to do is to just let them ride it out. And then you can, you can process it after, once you just feel the feelings. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with your own thoughts. Because we already have the Six of Swords, which is about moving on, allowing yourself to peacefully move on. Like, again, it's more, I'm really feeling like caring about what other people think and thinking that other people have some kind of opinion of you. And even if they do, it's just like, you're kind of just like, fuck it. They're gonna talk anyway, right? Let's give them something to talk about. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is having a lot of options. Could be about confusion as well. What am I feeling with this card? What is this card about? The Magician. My music is kind of loud. a lot of contemplating, you know, when you can when you're not bombarded with the opinions of other people and when you're not letting it affect you, it's like, that's when you can sit and be like, okay, what do I want to create? Because that's what this card can be about too. What do I want to create? What am I feeling? What does it mean? You know, I think that's what that whole energy too is like, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? And then realizing, okay, I can transmute this. I can create, I can turn pain into power. I can create, I can turn, there's obviously something going on, some need that's not getting met through why I'm feeling this way. So you're getting a second chance, right? That redemption. I'm giving myself a second chance to create. Yeah, it's like, how can I work with this energy? Let's focus it towards what I want instead of what I don't want. The Eight of Wands is about manifestation. And it's quick movement too. You're realizing how powerful you actually are when you refocus your energy towards yourself and like what you want to create rather than worrying about what everyone else is thinking of you. And the world, completion. This is about things coming full circle. It's also feeling connected to all that is, to the world, to Mother Nature. And see how she's in, I think those are serpents. Or one serpent that she's in, but it's a full circle, right? So she's enclosed in her own little bubble. That's like what I was seeing. She's in her own little world, her own little bubble. She's creating her life. Again, this is the advice from Spirit, and it's really simple. It's give up what other people think. If you struggle with caring what other people think about you and how you live your life, this is what you can release during the full moon. And realize that it just stems from a codependency. It could be coming from childhood, from father energy, from societal expectations. But you're moving on, and it's telling you to just keep living your life as authentically as possible. Okay, I really don't want these. Actually, they're telling me that I don't need these. Live your life as authentically as possible, and what to work on. What may be coming up that you can release and transmute is, again, all of these negative thoughts like, oh, this person thinks this way about me, or I shouldn't do this because I don't know what someone's going to think. If I go outside and you know, say this or do this, or if I decide to leave this job, if I decide to be with this person, it's telling you that you're supported by the universe, and that the paradox is to let go and surrender to feeling more free. Like, what makes you feel more free? Do that. And that's actually going to provide you more stability within yourself. And when you feel stable within yourself, it's easier to create stability around you. You realize what's not stable around you. Like, oh, this house that I live in maybe this neighborhood isn't the best, or I need to get a new car, or I need to get a new job. You know what I'm saying? So when you allow yourself to be free, in that way, you can then create the changes you need to on the outside. All right, so I'm gonna get just like one or two more, and then we will do. So if you'd like your own reading with me, you can click on the link below. And once you purchase your session, I will send you an email to schedule on my calendar with the day and time. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers, and then please like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much. So we have the Three of Cups, celebration, coming together. It's asking you to have more fun. Just have more fun and be yourself. Like, I feel like this is really going to be highlighting a lot for you, like behaviors and patterns and even relationships where you are not acting like yourself, where you're still giving in to that, I need to do this in order to get these people to like me, or in order to not, you know, whatever you're just not being yourself in some areas. So where are you doing that? Death again, Scorpio, but it's death and rebirth. You're having a transformation right now, and go easy on yourself too. Yeah, go be patient with yourself. Keep doing what you're doing, but remember to continuously let go. And it's just letting go of what doesn't make you feel free. when you feel into, do I want to go to this place with these people? Does it make you feel happy and excited? Or do you feel, I don't know, if I go, then I can't wear this, or I can't say this, or I can't talk about that. I can't. If you feel that way, the chances are that's not the environment for you. All right, let's just get one, please, Spirit. One or two. Okay, this one. North, solitude. So yeah, it's asking for you to spend more time in solitude in order to hear your guidance. And it's also about following your true north, your North Star. You know, dancing to the beat of your own drummer. It's not about following the crowd right now. Death. Death. We have had death out 3 times. Transmigration. It's an interesting way to put it. There's a part of you that's dying, and it's the part of you that, I don't know about that one. It's the part of you that is just inauthentic, that isn't truly you, that isn't, the part of you that's not going to serve you if you keep doing what you're doing as that aspect of you. So I'm going to read it. It says, let go and surrender. Your tendency for control does not serve anymore. Wow. Change your perception and see the bigger picture. Everything is working out perfectly, and familiarity is not a reason to hold on to the old. New life awaits. You are ready to move on and trust. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Happy full moon in Capricorn. I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.